Hey guys, this is Chrissy Morales here, the producer and host of Unsung Heroes. And I'm here at the 49th Annual GMA Dove Awards with Tyrone Crawford. Hey Tyrone.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Tyrone is a rap Christian artist, and he's going to tell us about what he's presenting today.
Yeah, so today I'll be presenting a music award at the Pre-Tail Dove show. So I'm super excited about that because I've never done anything like this. So this is like a great experience for me.
That's awesome. So what are you most looking forward to today?
Everything. It's nothing in particular. I'm looking forward to doing everything. Red carpet, meeting people, watching the show, everything, all of that good stuff.
Is this your first Dove Award?
This is the first Dove Award,
Yeah.
and it's funny because it's my first Dove Award, and I get to present. So that's like a blessing.
Right. That's a true blessing right there. So tell us, for the audience who don't know about you, a little bit about your background story. How long have you been doing music? Take us through it.
All right, so I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up in a house where my dad wasn't around and my mom was there, but she was on drugs and stuff, and so my grandma kind of raised me. And basically, I was in the streets selling drugs, doing a whole bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. And at the age of 18, I ended up giving my life to Christ. I was actually getting ready to shoot somebody right before I got saved. I got a call from my cousin one night, and she said, "Hey, Tyrone, you want to go to church?" I said, "No, I don't want to go to church. Nobody. Who wants to go to church?" Like, because I wasn't saved. So fast forward, I said, "Well, you know what? If my friend can come to church with me, then I'll go." And she said, "Yeah, he can come." So I went to church that night. I saw this movie, and this movie changed my life. I gave my life to the Lord that night.
What movie was it?
It was called The Truth Behind Hip Hop by G. Craig Lewis.
Okay.
So I watched that movie, and this movie was awesome. It was powerful. It changed my life. And after that, I ended up, I went into a deep 4 or 5 month study of the New Testament. I just was studying and reading and studying and reading, just all nonstop. And then I felt like the Lord told me to continue to do music, because I was doing music before, but it wasn't Christian music. It was secular music, and it was really bad, though. I was cussing and all kinds of stuff. And so I felt like the Lord told me to continue in music, and that's what I did. I continued with my music, and I started ministering to people through my music.
Nice.
So that's how I came to do Christian rap.
Nice.
And then I kind of met a guy named K9 who introduced me to the industry. It was a Christian rapper named K9 and his manager, and they introduced me to the industry, and after that I've been meeting a lot of different people for the last few years. So
That's fantastic. Now, you're in the military. That's phenomenal. You never hear of somebody doing rap and military coming up from such a rough upbringing. Tell us more about that, how you got involved.
So being in Cleveland, I grew up in a really rough area in Cleveland, so I knew that I had to get out of the hood. I knew I had to get out of there. So I went to college for 1 year. I went to Cleveland State University, and I flunked every class. I failed every single class.
That's not easy. I mean, that's easy to flunk the classes.
Yeah, it was really, really bad, and so that didn't work for me. I was saved at this time too, so I knew I had to do something.
Right.
So I had tried to get in the Air Force a few other times, but I just couldn't pass the ASVAB. So I met my wife, and we kind of started talking and communicating. We would pray a lot and stuff. And so one day we prayed about me taking this ASVAB test. Took the ASVAB test, and I passed it by 1 point.
Oh.
Yeah, I got in by 1 point. So
1 point.
yeah, 1 point. And that was like, the craziest part is not only did I get into the Air Force by 1 point, but I got the job that I wanted.
Wow,
So that was another plus too. So prayer works. Just to let y'all know, prayer works.
Man upstairs.
Indeed.
The man upstairs, he had your back.
Exactly. So that's how I kind of got into the military world. So.
Well, that's interesting, and I know that everybody out there is probably wondering, whoa, Tyrone, what were you thinking? How are you able to cope with this life? How are you?
Yeah, it's challenging. Been married and 2 kids and school. I'm in college and work. It's a lot. It's a lot. But for me, the key is time management.
Right.
If you can manage your time, you can kind of handle anything.
Right.
And then prayer, of course. I mean, that kind of helps me get through everything. That helps me get through all of the stressors and depressions that happen along the way, because it's not easy. It's really challenging, but it actually gets easier. And then at work, it's good when you take care of business at work. If you take care of business at work, you get a good team behind you, especially if you're married, get your wife.
That's right.
Best teammate on the planet. You get a good team behind you, then everything will start to go smooth.
Right. Now, what would you say to the audience out there who's watching, for young people out there who want to basically be able to multitask like you do? Just live, have your career, have your wife, your kids, and also still pursue your music career. What would you say to them?
So this is funny you asked me this question, because this is something that I actually want to do back home in Cleveland. Like after the music stops, or even while I'm doing music, I want to be able to share this advice to younger, like, middle school through high school kids. But basically what you want to do is you really want to focus on what God called you to do. If you focus on what God called you to do, then he's going to make sure everything else goes smooth. To be honest, there's really no other answer for it, in my opinion. You have to focus on what God called you to do. If he called you to be a rapper, you have to be a rapper. No matter what else is going on in your life, you have to do what he called you to do. You can't go outside his will. You have to do exactly what if he called you to sing, or if he called you to play sports, or whatever it is, you need to do that, and he's going to take care of everything else. Don't look at your finances. Don't look at the downs, the negatives. Right, you gotta make sure you focus on what God called you to do. Right
on. Those are very beautiful words, and I'm sure that those people who are watching out there are inspired already, and I think that you truly are an unsung hero. I just want to ask you, what do you think makes an unsung hero?
I don't know. It's tough. I know for me, it's just God. Everything goes back to him. So I think that if you focus on what God has for you, and you really keep your mind focused on what's in front of you, the Bible tells us that he's a lamp to our feet and a light to our path. So we have to make sure we lean on him for everything. We have to make sure we follow everything that he wants us to do, and not veer off too far away. And when you do, if you do, or when you do veer off, you actually go back to the word and you say, okay, God, I remember at the beginning you told me to do this, but I kind of went off. So how do I get back on track? And you just focus on him. I read a book. It's by a guy named Robert Kiyosaki. I can't remember. I think it's called Why A Students Work for C Students. And he said that what you want to do is look at why you started and the outcome, and don't focus on necessarily the process. Don't focus on so much of the process. Remember why you started and what the outcome is going to be, and then just know you're going to run into some obstacles. You're going to hit some walls, but God is going to take you through all of that. So
preach again. You have very powerful words. I'm sure that everybody out there is loving your testimony. Now let's bring it back down and have a little fun. If you had one person that you can perform with, who would it be? Because I know I heard you talking about it, and I'm sure that they're probably out there listening.
Okay, so this is a tough one. If I had one person to perform with, that's challenging. The energy, it's actually, can I give you two?
Okay, you can give me two.
Okay, I give you two. So the number one would probably be Flame. I'm a huge fan of Flame. I like his music, but the thing I like most about him is the theology that he puts in the music. So he's like number one. Number two is probably one of my wife's favorite, which is KB, of course. She's been trying to get that connection for a long time, ever since we heard him.
Yeah. KB, if you listening, Tyrone is waiting for you.
Yeah. So those are my two. It's plenty more, but those are my top two at this point in time.
That's awesome. And are there any final remarks that you want to say to people out there who are watching to kind of pump them up to come out to the Dove Awards?
Yeah. So if you can't make it out, first of all, if you're here in Nashville, you gotta come out. We're gonna have a whole bunch of fun. I'm gonna see you on the red carpet. We're gonna talk. Just come out. You're gonna see a lot of people. Just come out. If you can't come out, then definitely go to the Dove Awards Facebook site and you can watch it live. So make sure you watch that live if you can't come out.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tyrone. It's been an honor having you on the show. Until next time, guys, I'm Chrissy Morales with Unsung Heroes. Hey guys, this is Christy Morales here at the 49th annual GMA Dove Awards on the red carpet, and guess who we ran into? but the one and only Tyrone Crawford, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on? Good to see you again.
And wifey.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you guys feeling today?
Super excited. We pumped. They were having fun today.
I bet. How'd you feel about presenting? I saw you up there. You did an amazing job.
Oh, thank you so much. I was a little nervous at the beginning. When I walked on stage, that went away, you know?
I hear ya. So what are you guys wearing today?
We're actually wearing our brand, NGB.
Look at that.
It means never going back.
Philippians 3:13.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know you guys had a brand. See, you guys find something new every day. So tell me more about that clothing line.
Yeah, so I'm ngb.com. I am ngb.com. We got a lot of different clothes. Urban wear, normal, just casual wear. Super excited. It's kind of new handbags. So leather handbags, top grain leather handbags. So we're super excited about that.
So are you looking forward to maybe next year being nominated in the Dove?
Yeah, we definitely hoping for a nomination next year. If not, we'll be here celebrating with everybody again. So
that's right. Well, Tyrone, best of luck. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you. This is Chrissy Morales, guys.